So last class we added dependencies, all the dependencies we added. So dependencies section added in the project, below the project. So now I need to add properties section and build section. Property section generally people will use to mention here versions you are writing, right? Instead of versions, these versions you can mention in the properties section. And that variable you will use here. So that's a one format people will use. Otherwise, you don't need a properties section, but that's one of the section in the form.xml. Build section is a very important. So that build section is to build your entire project. So build means a compilation and running the test cases, all this done in the build section only. So let's see what is those build section and how we can so add that code. You can just add that code directly also, not an issue. It's a predefined code. Let me show that. So I think better. Okay. Yeah. You can go here, hybrid framework. So if you go down and you can have build section here, I included. So you can see here build section. This properties and build section you need to add. Till build only you add. Take till build only you take and add this. Just copy paste. So you don't need to change here anything, but below above the dependencies tag, below the version tag of the project. That's it. So this testing path, testing.xml path we need to provide. We can give that time. Okay, so wherever we are storing that path you can give. So basically generally in the resources you will keep there you can otherwise wherever you are storing that testing.xml suite file, you can give that location. And see, this is a Maven compiler plugin, Maven shortfire plugin. So this is one of the interview question also. What are the different Maven plugins you will use? You can tell Maven compiler plugin, Maven shortfire plugin. Compiler plugin will compile the code. Shortfire plugin will execute the code. So that's the purpose also we should know. So that's the two plugins. Now form.xml is done. That's all about form.xml. So now we need to build complete packages, right? Packages we need to create. So what are all different packages we need to create? Under SRC test Java, SRC test resource will build our all the different packages. So each package is different. Okay, each package is different. And we are automating this OpenCart website, right? OpenCart website. So this, can you try opening this? Okay. And this last time you complained it's not opening, right? Can you try now, Swati? And
yeah, okay, Ramesh.
just check,
Yeah, now it's working.
It's working, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, working, Ramesh.
Okay. Okay, so that's a cool, and we can use, and you have next packages, how to create different packages. Now let's go here. So GitHub thing, we can so start from there. So you have August, right? You can go for August. And then we have here. So this is another, you can take a reference, okay? Even you can clone it, okay? You can clone it. So this is how to clone. All the Git, I'll explain the Git commands, but you can clone and you can run the project also. So you can practice those things also. I'll show you that all things how to do that. And this is the code. Maybe you can open in your take all this in our notepad and keep it. So because these are public, so you can access. So public repository, this is the public repository, so you can access easily. Okay. So we need to create a packages now, right? Folders and packages. And these are the folders, project level, Allure results, logs, reports, screenshots. So these are the 4 folders we have to create. So let's go and create these 4 folders in the project level. So I'm going to create these 4 folders, Allure results. So just right click on the project, new folder. There is a folder option. You can just create the folder option. That's it. Same way. What is the next one? Logs. So create a logs also. So it varies company to company, but generally you can tell all these. These are common anywhere. Or logs, screenshots also, right? Reports. So reports also I'm creating. Right? So it's done. Now, once you are done, let me know. All these 4 folders you need to create. Allure results, logs, reports, screenshots. So these are the 4 folders you need to create. Okay. So now let's create a src test Java. Below, we have to create a packages. What are all the packages? As I mentioned, base package, then pages, listeners, then we have test cases. So all these are different packages, right? So you have to create them. Let's go and see that src test. Can you see this? src Java. So com.q.opencart. This is the package we need to create. This package we need to create. So this is the factory component you have to create. That means src test Java is there almost. So we need to create extra com.qa.opencart.factory. So this is the common, okay? com.qa.opencart is the common. So that we need to create. And then factory, then listeners, then pages, all these things will come under that only. So let's go and right click on the src test Java, new package. It's a packages. So you have to give here com dot, so qa dot opencart. So this is the common. So you just copy this common thing. Then first factory, okay? So factory or base class, anything you can give. So I'm just creating a, so factory, WebdriverFactory, I'm going to create here. Base class and WebdriverFactory, both will be there under this package. Click on finish. So same way, right click, new package, one more, pages, right? Next pages, dot pages. You can see that pages. Then listeners also there, but I'm creating pages. Then next listeners. Listeners. So then we have utils, right? So you can see everything available here, utils, then test case, utils after, next test case. Test case. Okay, so that's all the packages. So factory, listeners, pages, test case, utils. So these are all the different packages we created. So you're creating along with me, or you will do later? So how it is going on?
I will do later, Ramesh.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do later.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So next what we need to do is packages we created, but to the detailed classes, factory classes, we need to in the factory package, what classes we are going to keep. So two classes we are going to keep. Okay. So you can just copy paste those. So directly you can copy paste. See, if you click, so see, these are the two classes: test base class, WebdriverFactory class. Just WebdriverFactory class. You can just create a new class. New class, WebdriverFactory. So you should not give .java, just call WebdriverFactory. So what this WebdriverFactory contains is basically how to launch the browsers, how to close the browsers. So these things will be there in the WebdriverFactory, and also each browser settings. Like in the browser inside, you want to do some settings. You can write those methods. Some of the reusable methods also you can build up here. So that's what I have written in this WebdriverFactory class. See, that's a WebdriverFactory class. And I'll just open this. And there is an option you can see, copy raw file. Copy raw file. That's it. Copied. And just to do this as it is. So you can see that. So package 2 times it came. Just remove one. So next there are errors. See, let's see what are the errors. So you can see right hand side, right? Errors, the pink color, right? You can click on that. It will go there. See, it is the first one. Why this constants class is still we didn't create under utils. That's why it is throwing. So just go and create this constants class. So otherwise, just a mouse over here, it will ask you create a class. Create a class. So under the same package, go and create. So automatically it will create that class name, constants class name. That's it. See, now this error is going to be resolved. So the class is created and also issue is resolved. Next issue. See, this is the okay. So this is a constants dot Firefox. See, in the constants class, I declared as a static variable. So these are all static variables I declared. So I have to. It's up to you. If you want, you can declare. Otherwise, leave it. You can leave it also. Not necessary. It's not mandatory, but you can declare them also. So let's get that also. All constants package, I'll get it. So a constant class, let's get all the constants. So get the constants, copied. I'll just put it in the, so in these constants. That's it. So constants is ready. Then WebdriverFactory, see all the errors are resolved. No more errors here. So just save that. So WebdriverFactory and then constants are also mandatory. See here I declared a public static final. This is the variable name, right? And value. So variable name, value. Variable name, value. Value. So like this you can declare. See implicit weight also we declared here. So you don't need whenever you want to change, you can just come here and you can change it here. If you want to change. Even the project directory path also. This is the user directory path. So you don't need to write this every time. You can just call this one only. See config directory. So config files. Config.properties files we are going to mention under SRC test resources. See SRC test resources. So user directory means the project path. This project path. Plus SRC test resources. Under resources, we are creating this config.properties file. So maybe you can put a config.properties file under that. If you want, just create that also. Under SRC test resources, just right click, new file. Just create this. That's also ready. So like that, one by one, we are designing the complete framework. So you don't need to worry about that, okay? So this is already designed by the experienced persons, but you don't need to. That's why I'm telling a high level. You can just tell that we have a base class, we have a factory class. In the factory class, we have a browser launching. I'll explain that code, entire code. Don't worry. So, uh, so browser launching and browser closing and all Chrome options setting, Firefox option setting, all this. So we can tell that. See, they won't ask in detail, right? All this you can just tell very high level. How to run in headless mode, how to run in headless mode, how to run in incognito mode. So all this you can set up. Okay, that's the this. So which mode you want to run? Incognito mode or headless mode? You can just, so this all is set up here. Okay, so that we'll discuss. Don't worry about it. I'm just placing the high level code. That's it. Now base class. This is a very important base class. A base class is having mainly, okay, so high level, very high level, a browser instance, and then opening the application URL. So those things will be there. And so we're just opening the application URL. Then we are verifying the URLs, all those things, the methods we have written. So you remember that broken links code we have written, that code I have written here. So wherever you want, you can keep these reusable methods. So anywhere you can use them. Tear down methods, you call that. Okay. So I'm using directly before class and after class here. If you want, you can use any other things also. So just, so this one you can select copy this one, right? Okay, just copy this and go on. So first create the test base class. So right click on the factory, package, and class test base. So click on finish and just copy paste it. Right? Oops, we got a lot of errors, right? You can see there. Yeah, see, all these are, these are the pages. See, under pages component, these classes are not there. That's what it is telling. These classes are not there. That's what the errors it is showing. Just create all of them. So don't worry. Just mouse over on that. It will ask you create a class. Just create a class. That's it. Quickly. One by one. You can just go and create one by one. Very quick. So you don't need to do anything. Just create them. So because we are writing all these pages code. So all these pages code we are going to write. These many pages we are developing. So that's actual, the work will come here for you only. So when the page design comes, there only actual work comes for you as a tester, automation tester. Yeah, that's it. See that? Everything is ready. So all the classes I created. Done. So see that issue is resolved now. See now all the page classes, why I made, you can call them anywhere with this object reference. You don't need to declare every time these things. One time we are declaring. That's the more reusability of the code. So reusability we are doing here. Other than that, nothing. Okay. Okay, so see, base classes are also created. Base package is done. And let's create a listeners also. Just will place the code. Later, I'll go one by one, step by step. I'll explain from factory package onwards, from Monday onwards. Okay. So listeners, as I already mentioned, listeners will listen to our actions. So our no, you want to no change your test engine behavior. The test engine behavior will be so listened by these listeners. And here, what I'm doing here is I will write a logic to customize our reports. And customize our reports means basically extent reports we are going to generate. So let's go and add these listeners. Just go here and you can see expand this. So these are the listeners, 3 classes. One is Allure reports. Allure reports is not that much important, but if you want, you can add that. Extent report, if you want, you are going to use these 2 classes. So first build this extent manager class. Okay, extent manager class. So create a class. Extent manager class. Copy the class, okay? Copy this class. And so that's it. So nothing I'll explain, don't worry, everything, okay? And next, extent report listener. So this is the main class, okay? Where our implementation, I was telling one interface, right? I test listener. So that is implemented in this, our custom class, okay? So that's what it is happening. So I'm going to create one more class. And just copy paste it. Okay, so I think we should get some error here. Oh, you're not getting? Okay, cool then. So that's how, this on Allure reports also, let's implement that also. Allure reports. Allure reports, I can create them. A class, basically a class, just a sample class. So copy paste. That's it. So done. So what others we can add? Utilities, all the utilities we have like WebDriver reusable methods, Excel reusable methods, and so we have like JavaScript reusable methods. So all these reusable methods classes you can implement under utils package. So that's what I'm going to keep it there. So one by one, let's get all the classes, utility classes. Excel utils. So this class, I'm going to create a new class under utils package. So just next JavaScript utils. So create a JavaScript utils. But you don't need to develop all these things, but understand, okay? So what are the classes are there in each component? At least you need to tell them, okay? So maybe if you can explain some contribution I did and I developed this, and you can tell also, that's good. Otherwise, no need to worry. So these are all developed by already existing team. You can tell that. You don't need to know, but I know in and out. So that's what the point you need to use. In and out, how the flow goes and what are the methods are there in each package, classes. I'm clear on that, all of them. So that's the points you need to talk there. And then we have time utils. Okay, even time utils also. Basically, time utils is a small times you want to wait. That purpose you can use this time utils. So you can create that. So copy paste, Control A. So that's the one. Next one, last one, WebDriver utils. This is the main thing. All WebDriver reusable methods are available here. So copy. That's it. We are done. So we're cool. So factory is done. Listeners are done. Pages, classes we created, but we need to design them. Test cases. So still not. We have to create, right? Test cases. Utilities are done. Next, resources, last one. So resources, config.properties. So we need to include this content. Let's go and implement this content in the config.properties. This is the so config.properties. And there is a so I think a data component we created. So data folder I created under that data. So this I'll tell later. And log4j. So log4j 2.xml. Just create as it is. Log4j purpose, logging purpose. You want to log your messages, you can do that. Log4j.xml file, right? So file log4j2.xml file. So that's exactly create as it is. It's a 2.xml. So that's all. It is throwing error by. Yeah, it's gone. Error is gone. So that's all. We are set everything. Let's join back and we'll see the explanation of factory class first. Okay, any questions?
No, Ramesh.
Okay, let's join back and we'll see that.